a Gucci house. You know how much my money's at? $6 million. No, 60, no, $60 million.
Tarantino.
I'm Gucci.
Shut up.
I'm Gucci. You Polo. I'm Gucci. You Polo. I'm Gucci. You Polo. I'm Gucci. You Polo. I'm fine. You Polo. I'm fine. You Polo. I'm fine. You Polo. I'm fine. You Polo. I'm Gucci. You Polo. I'm Gucci. You Polo. I'm Gucci. You Polo. I'm Gucci. You Polo. I'm fine. You Polo. I'm fine. You Polo. I'm fine. You Polo.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
You hit her?
I ain't hear it yet.
What you waiting on?
I'm gonna get it.
What you waiting on? I'd have been there. I'd have been there sap. That nigga said we on camera.
I want y'all niggas incriminated.
Right. Nigga, this is what they call it in court. This is missive, whatever that fuck that shit say.
Right. It's admissible.
For sure.
If it ain't recorded, it's admissible.
That shit don't count, nigga.
I know what time it is.
For sure.
That was the top.
What time is it?
Yeah.
8:23.
Out there.
Chris don't
everything.
forget. That nigga forget. Y'all been doing interviews so much, y'all
Hey,
forget.
Nah,
Yeah.
that nigga been deep in some pussy.
For sure.
He got
This
everything.
nigga got missing for like 2 weeks.
He got his fucking script.
What time is
What
it?
time is it?
That nigga had to think about it.
7:30?
7:30.
I got ODB in here.
ODB in the
For
house.
sure.
You already know. 1308 clothing.
For
Custom.
sure. Yeah, all day.
Get your shit, bro.
Get at me.
Got your boy Briscoe in the building.
Hell yeah.
Shook yourself, you hater, shook yourself 5 times.
How many
man.
times?
Multiple times, motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
RIP to him. RIP to
Yeah,
him.
RIP to the
RP2
motherfucking
every
legend.
time.
Y'all
Hey,
Multiple times.
so is it stick yourself like your boy on I got the hook up when the nigga say I poked me in this bitch.
Nah. Stick yourself.
OG
That nigga
shit.
was like, stick yourself, Tony. And then stick yourself. Stick yourself, Tony. And then stuck yourself, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Remember I
Math,
got
nigga.
remember I got the hook up. That nigga was like I poked me in this bitch. Poke.
I mean, motherfucker hoes bump. You know what it is with me.
Sure.
Nigga. Straight out the motherfucking 513.
All day.
Over here in 859 making shit crank.
All day.
That nigga said, you know what it is with me, nigga.
Nigga.
Real.
Little nigga.
Niggas been forever since y'all niggas did just
Like
a
he was
regular
talking to a hood,
podcast
Just
without
regular, just talking
yeah,
shit.
just talking shit without an interview. Like y'all interviews
Just
been
talking
cranking
shit.
lately. Like
Yeah.
Who they? All motherfucking day.
Shout out
That's
to-
what niggas
shout out
want
to
to say.
400.
for show.
Shout out to 400, man. Sorry we lost the footage. But we
Yeah.
introducing a new show to y'all motherfuckers called In the Cut, where we pull up the niggas' hoods.
In the
doing-
cut.
Doing our shit.
Y'all
Pull
better
up
be
in the
ready, too.
hoods.
We
Y'all
ready.
better be ready.
Man,
We
so
ready. And we pull up anywhere too.
We
anywhere.
coming,
And I don't
bro.
think we won't because we put up anywhere out of town.
You
don't
already
talk to me
seen
that
it. Y'all
bullshit.
seen it.
Y'all seen it. So
Yeah.
shit around here is regular degular.
Regular degular.
So y'all better be ready. Y'all better be live because we coming with y'all. Y'all better have y'all little footage shit ready. Y'all better have y'all little smoke ready.
Everything.
Don't put up
Everything.
good. Hey, we
All
don't
that
want.
shit ready.
You look, y'all be popping beans. We don't want to be having y'all showing guns and shit. We
Yo.
actually get popped.
Yo,
Right.
Ain't none of that.
You
We
say you
don't
don't,
want, we don't want that action.
Hey,
you
Hell
say you
no.
don't want no bean?
Yeah, no, I'm saying, yeah, I know they be on them beans.
We don't want no beans, no
Miles
pinto
might be the
beans, no
cameraman.
kidney beans,
Hell, none of that.
no black eyed peas.
Man,
None of that.
look, if you want to do the bean on your spare time, that's cool, but don't do the bean. And
Don't
then
do the
you want
body
be-
thing.
Right,
You know
but
what
then
I'm
you want, and then be pointing cameras at the cameraman and with a loaded gun and motherfucker get popped just cause, you know? Motherfucker, you know what I mean?
We got ODB up in here.
For
ODB
sure.
podcast.
What's going on, bro?
All day.
Sitting
All
in
that
with
mean-
us.
I ain't been doing shit, working.
Working.
Watching y'all niggas work on the interview shit.
You already know.
Y'all inspiring a nigga.
Work,
You already
work,
know.
work.
So, we got a whole bunch of shit coming up.
You already know. A bunch of shit.
Bunch
Bunch of shit coming
Our
up.
niggas don't even know.
We constipated with so much shit going on. We got to release it month by month. That's like, we behind.
We so fucked up. We so fucked up, bro. We be missing dates. Be fucked up on interviews.
Nigga.
We need
3 weeks in a
assistance.
row.
Hey, Victoria, I'm gonna take you up on that offer. You could be our assistant.
If Victoria don't do it, Brittany definitely gonna do it.
We need an assistant.
We need an assistant to keep track. There you
Keep
go.
track of all the shit we got
That is
going
a
on.
real
'Cause
good
My
idea.
brain be fucked up,
Bro.
bro.
And you know what's so
We used to
crazy?
do it well, but man, it's like shit
But
just
you know what's so crazy? This nigga the CEO. That's what he call himself, CEO.
CEO bump, right?
But this nigga forget.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? Cause
I got so much shit.
I ain't keeping track. You keeping track?
I be trying to, but it's just like I be really trying to though.
I do too.
I
be
don't.
trying to.
I ain't gonna lie though.
It's something new. You know what I mean? We beat them up, man. It's something new.
I'm probably the most organized nigga in the group. I pay attention to that shit half
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
I probably miss one
Hey.
or two things I'm off of, but damn near I try to remember all that shit.
The funniest shit is this nigga sent us a video about some shit. And me and Ike were like, who the fuck is that? This nigga got mad like, man, y'all niggas don't pay attention.
He sent the video. He sent the video.
I even look at
This
this.
was
You
a
look at
message that said, somebody, this is where we going.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what's this? Then it resent the video, like, y'all niggas ain't paying attention.
Yeah, niggas ain't
Nah, I
paying
see
No,
it.
because I had said it in a text
I
message.
think I see that shit.
I said it in a text message earlier.
Hey, but when Ike was like, man, I wasn't even paying attention. I laughed so hard because I didn't either. Like, man, I ain't paying attention to that shit.
I seen the video, but I ain't.
Yeah, I ain't watching or nothing.
See how the nigga
Hey,
is?
but this nigga was like our daddy and shit.
he
Like,
said
y'all niggas don't pay
I gotta be the
attention.
elder statement, bro.
He said, I know you said we need to go. It just was so fast. Nigga,
Man,
it was like,
Shit was going.
it was just like bing bing, like, hey, who is this going where? What is this?
But the messages
That's
always
attention,
pop like
man.
that. Our messages always pop.
Cause we be too
Man,
active.
if I watch
though, if you don't get busy like that, you ain't popping. I
Mhm.
mean, this is how it is. I think we just got at first, I think what it is we was organizing this shit as much as we can, but we got shit just been popping up
It's
so much.
overwhelming.
Shit to
It got overwhelmed. We got we
add shit to it.
add shit to shit we already had in the bucket.
Yeah.
Nigga,
We didn't get shit. We didn't get shit done
We got 15 things going on.
already, bro.
You know what I mean?
We had shit and even get done with quarter to half the shit we already got locked in.
Man.
Right.
And when
Like,
this
bro.
nigga had me weak, bro. That nigga said, y'all niggas don't pay attention. I instantly got weak.
Hey,
Like,
I ain't gonna lie though.
I don't even pay attention to stuff. That's the pot calling the kettle black.
Nigga said, y'all niggas don't pay attention. Ike was like, I ain't
He'll
watching
get
that
it.
shit.
It's like he get an idea, and then talk to a
Run with
motherfucker, and then be like, "Let me go ahead and text the niggas so I don't forget." And they'll put in the message, bing, 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 bing. So in there somewhere,
Yeah,
And then we go to something
and
else.
we be like,
different.
"Hey, bro, are we doing this?" And then they be like, "What?
What the fuck is
What we
they
talking
talking
about?"
about?
Then they go back to the message. See that shit?
It'd be like,
yeah, hell yeah, bro.
it'd be like 4 different conversations in one group.
It
Like,
do. It be
man.
But you know what? This shit it's kind of like a job in itself, though. This shit we
It
do
is,
is a
it
job
is,
in
it
itself.
is,
But
bro.
remember this shit, you got your own job, man. So it's like trying to remember this
It's
shit.
like motherfuckers got other shit going on other than, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then then again, it's like once we get one thing locked in, like
It's
we
something
thinking that shit. I'm be thinking that shit be it for a while.
And
But
then
then this motherfucker come through in a text like a week later and be like, yeah, we got another venue locked
Yeah.
in. I'm like,
That
goddamn, I didn't get a chance to even marinate on the last one. And
This
he got
nigga-
3 more left.
This
I'm
nigga be
goddamn.
like, this nigga be
Jesus
like,
Christ,
you know, we
like-
got such and such coming up on the 1st. I'm like, God damn,
Yeah.
y'all niggas just did something.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, that's what I'm
What
getting
you
at. Damn,
say?
like,
What you say? Get you stressed out, overwhelmed. Now I see why
But
my throwback player did the dumb shit he did. You know what I'm
hey,
saying?
but you know what
What's
though?
that?
Right now, this that nigga job. So once he finish one job, he already on to the next one.
Yeah, I mean,
But we at work though, like
I
God
want to
damn.
be 3-4 months ahead of the
But
curve.
I think that's how you're supposed to work, though.
Yeah.
That's how you're supposed to work, though.
Yeah, that's
You know what I
true.
mean? You can't wait till you get to a certain date and then you ain't got
You're
nothing
like-
else like that.
Because it's like
Then,
rushing.
you trying to rush and play.
Right.
You doing this. Trying to get all the pieces together in a short period of time.
Right.
And you already have it in place. And then you just comfortable. You can sit back and be like, okay, I got this in place. And then when you get to a certain, when you get two slots where you got left, when you working on your one, you be okay, I'm going to work on 2 more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
just, you got to prep for the future, bro.
So with that being said, shit, we booked our way up to motherfucking June.
Damn there.
And we go to DC, too. Well, I should have said that. We go to CD. It's a CD.
What the fuck is that?
CD's nuts. See, I'm
Oh,
out.
hey, bro, you just got me. Hey, that nigga just got me.
Motherfucking no.
Hey, that nigga just got me. Hey, I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Hey,
Hey,
motherfucker.
hey, bro, you stupid, right? You just got me. I'm like, you said we want to see that. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Hey, this nigga just got me,
You
bro.
crazy, bro.
I'm mad as hell. I fell for that shit.
CD who? CD
I
Lamb?
said,
CD Lamb?
That
Hey.
hood was strong as hell.
Hey,
too,
this
wasn't
nigga
it?
got me,
See
bro.
These nuts.
Hey, this nigga
So you
got
said
me,
who?
bro.
I said, ooh.
This nigga say CD nuts. Hey, you got me, bro. Hey, that was Hey, it's crazy though, cause I'm usually the motherfucker that's getting somebody. Nigga got
That was a
me.
good free
That's fucked
sound.
Hey, you got me. I was
Yes,
salty,
sir.
so I gotta get this nigga back now, bro. I'm
Man,
salty.
we ain't done this in a while, man. I got a throwback player.
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, sir.
I had this throwback player for about 4-5 months now.
He ain't even a player.
Couldn't even fucking wait.
He
He
might be a
is a
player.
motherfucking player. Lying nigga is a goddamn player, goddamn it.
He didn't certify to delete.
This motherfucker, man. How we gonna put his name out there? How we gonna
Jerry.
My throwback player is Jerry motherfucking Springer.
Talk
Uh-oh.
about it.
Nigga
Woo!
say, talk about it.
Like I was saying, man, you get overwhelmed. You get stressed out. You be in the car. You get your dick sucked under the street lights. You ain't got no money. So you write a fucking check. What the fuck?
That's facts.
Bruh, facts.
What kind of shit is that? You know what I'm saying?
Jerry, he might be black.
That nigga said, could you take a check?
Hey, explain to him. If
Yeah, break that down.
Yeah, break it down. Yeah,
break
there you
that
go.
shit down.
So I think he was a judge first.
A mayor.
No, he was
mayor?
a host first.
Now he was.
I know he was a mayor
He
since
was the
now.
host.
Yeah, he was a host in
Then he was a judge.
downtown Lazarus.
Okay.
They used to have a show downtown in Lazarus, like right in the middle of Lazarus. It's apartments now, but right across from what's the Chinese bitch you sell out of sneakers?
Because.
McConn's. Right across from McConn's in that building right there.
Okay.
That's where he first started this Jerry Springer show.
Wow.
Yeah.
I ain't know that one.
So we used to go down there at the school, and you could look down and see him, doing that shit. Yeah.
Hey, that's some shit. Hey, we swing. Hey,
I'm an OG though.
that's some real game. That's some real,
But the
real
nigga
shit.
was a judge or mayor or something.
I know he's a mayor.
He
He
was
was
a
something
mayor.
in car, yeah.
It was a mayor. Yeah, he was definitely a mayor.
And this nigga wrote a goddamn check.
Video, nigga.
The nigga wrote a goddamn check to the bitch
So what?
for some pussy, man.
Ow!
Check for some pussy,
Come
man.
on, Jerry.
Yeah, man.
You knew you was
In
thirsty.
the video.
You know he
Super
was
thirsty.
To write a check to a hooker, bro.
That shit was up.
Bro, his shit was.
To have trust in this bitch, let you know that he probably been getting pussy for this bitch for a while now. This was his main slut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
that was his main
when he
one.
wanted to slut something out, he called her.
She had
he
the
had
fire.
trust
She had
in
the
this
fire
shit.
head.
Hey, fire. He probably called her and told her, like, look, wear a black shirt.
Right.
But
Type
these
shit.
pearl stains gonna look better on a black shirt than a white one.
For sure. They most definitely
You
is.
know what I'm saying? Like
They
this
most definitely
motherfucker.
is.
Who the fuck? You feel me?
They gonna show up better.
Hey, fuck.
Cause it kind of look like pearl stains when you bust on a black shirt.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. One of my dope fiends used to write me checks. So, I mean, that was just the era, like, before debit cards and all that shit.
Right.
It was checks.
I mean, it show you the magnitude of how thirsty it is when you
What?
up.
I ain't never got
Oh,
no
was
check.
that love? Did he love her? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, did he have some type of compassion?
That bitch, he
Uh,
probably
for
married
this-
that. He
for
probably
her?
married that bitch.
You probably, I mean, if you probably fucking the same bitch, got a relationship with her, you know what I mean?
Hold on, wait
After
a
a
minute.
while.
Your dolphin used to write you checks.
Right. I
Nigga,
used to
I
go
wouldn't
to-
even trust that shit.
I used to go to Sinfed. He was in the credit union. He was working and making money. I used to go to Sinfed on Queensgate, right there down the street from.
Oh, hey.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Gas strip.
With the white castles and shit
Yeah,
out.
for
I used to
gas
go to that
outlets.
Sinfed and cash that motherfucker, no problem.
No problem.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
no
even
problem.
trust that shit because you know motherfuckers can write a check and that shit.
They
They
say anything.
yeah.
Still, I was stupid because I was all on camera, cash.
But
Yeah,
you know
check
what?
would've been no good.
Motherfucker be so deep in the game with that, when it happens, like, they probably feel like, shit, he probably the best one I can get it on credit. Sometimes, you know what I mean?
shit.
As cutthroat as a dope thing can be, he gonna be loyal to a motherfucker and get it to him on credit.
Yeah.
If he ain't got it, you know what I mean? If we can't get on credit nowhere else and you get to him on credit,
He
he ain't gonna cost you.
Oh, he gonna be a loyal
Yeah,
motherfucker.
He gonna be a loyal motherfucker.
Loyal
He like, man,
motherfucker.
motherfucker.
And that's what Jerry probably did. Felt loyal to this bitch.
That's loyal to that bitch.
After the
That-
show,
that was
she
my
get the
point.
head, was loyal to the bitch. Here you go. She could have added extra zero to that motherfucker. Something.
Anything.
She turned that motherfucker in and got his ass booked. God damn, man. You feel me?
Or she could have been working with the boys.
Yeah.
You know, you.
Oh, God,
And if you weren't working with the boys, bitch, why you ain't take that money?
Man, but you know what's so crazy?
Just
That
take
nigga
that money.
just pulled that
'Cause
checkbook
every-
out like.
everybody doing
nigga-
that shit now. Like they got
Oh,
TV
This
shows.
nigga, that shit bounce, nigga.
Hey, that nigga
Yeah.
dick
This
was
nigga just bounce, bro. You have to kill that bitch.
Hey, that nigga dick was pinging like cell phone time.
Oh, here you go.
Everybody doing, cause y'all know your motherfucking boy Steve Harvey a judge now. Did y'all see
I
that
seen
shit?
that corny shit
Yeah, that nigga a judge now.
on TV,
Yeah.
Hollywood shit. You know, them Hollywood motherfuckers really ain't no judges, for real.
Yeah,
They doing anything.
Jerry a fucking judge. Now Steve Harvey a judge.
Jerry,
They
so,
do.
so Jerry beat the odds. That's all I'm saying. He beat the odds, man.
He
Came
did.
up.
Yeah, odds beater.
He got other motherfuckers doing that shit. He an influencer. That's what
Yeah,
he called.
there you go.
He
Trendsetter.
influence. Yeah,
So,
trendsetter.
so if you were John out there, you can make it.
There you
Yeah.
Just
go.
don't write no fucking
There
check.
you
Write
go.
no checks.
You
If
can
were
do
John,
it.
You
Good
can do it.
fucking message.
You know what I'm
can do
saying?
it.
You
John,
can do it.
follow Jerry
You
Springer.
can do it.
What he say? Waterboy. He said, where Waterboy is? He said, he out here in the car. We said, go wake his ass up so we can win some goddamn games.
Nigga say you can do it. Yeah.
Fuck, man, what's going on, bro?
Got your
Alabama,
boy Steve
Georgia.
out there.
Why the fuck they
That's a good rivalry.
why they
too.
pushing? Nah, you can
That's the second. This they second
Yes,
run
sir.
together. Yeah.
Alabama, Georgia. That's a
Who
good
you got?
rivalry.
Georgia.
You got Georgia?
I got Alabama.
I think I'm going with GA.
Georgia won the first match, didn't they?
Alabama won the
Nah,
first match.
Alabama did. I
They
got
get
Alabama
their
again.
first L. They get their first.
I'm
They
going
get their
to
first
Georgia.
L.
I'm going
I'm going with GA
Alabama.
too.
I'm going to Alabama.
You going with Alabama?
I'm going to Alabama.
That
But I-
quarterback,
they
that
run
quarterback
that
a
look
fag.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
That quarterback sweet as fuck, bro.
Here we
I
go.
watched his interview. He's a sweet guy.
Hey,
Sweet, yeah, he's a sweet guy.
Sweet
Sweet
guy,
apples.
bro.
Sweet guy.
That-
Sweet apples.
Sweet apples.
Sweet apples.
So-
That's what we gonna call it.
hey, as far as I've been watching college, because I don't watch like the games, but when it gets to the playoffs, I be on that
This
shit.
guy's sweet.
fruit flag.
Nick Saban only won.
They fruit flies.
Nick Saban only lost one
That's-
championship game, and that was when he played against
So,
no, it was Auburn. He lost against Auburn.
Okay.
He ain't gonna lose this one to
He
Georgia.
gonna lose.
No, he ain't gonna lose.
It's over for him.
He ain't gonna lose to
They
Georgia.
quarterback sweet. Georgia defense too hard, bro.
Georgia's defense is
Sweet
nonsense.
knuckle.
Man, but that motherfucking Alabama motherfucking run game.
They got.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, they beat the fuck out of Cincinnati, bro.
I was salty.
pissed.
I was salty.
pissed, bro. I turned that shit off at the end of the half, bro. I
Cause
was so
Cincinnati
mad.
they got a good defense.
They got good
And a lot
defense.
of their players going to the
You
league.
see the size difference in the motherfuckers? though?
Man, yeah, them
Yeah,
niggas was like
I
NFL
see the
players,
game,
bro.
Yeah.
From Alabama and Cincinnati?
Yeah, them niggas like.
The
But
size different.
No,
Even
you know-
that running back was big.
Yeah.
You know what the
Yes,
difference is?
Hell yeah.
Alabama run a pro offense.
nah,
They shit is pro.
I no.
The type of plays they
What-
run.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just look at all the people that came from there.
What
Okay.
pissed me
They
off
all top notch.
is like I don't know because my
They run a
TV
pro offense.
my
They
TV
prepare 'em.
automatically set to record that shit. If y'all go back and listen to that game where Alabama beat Cincinnati, the little commentator was like, "Cincinnati will never make it here again, bro. Like we just some whole ass niggas." You get what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this. What's up with
That
the,
shit pissed me off.
What's up with the coach? Next year, what did we do?
For Cincinnati,
Cincinnati.
he's still there. Yeah,
Well,
he's still there. He's
He's
undefeated.
there. They switching conference.
We
though.
lost to
They're
Alabama.
going to a different conference.
You think so?
Yeah, they're going to a different conference.
a big, a
They're going to a
tough.
different conference, so it could be easy for them to get to be ranked and go to the
To the
championship game.
That's the only thing was
Cause
holding them
hey,
back.
now listen though.
Is that
Y'all
a good
listen
thing
to
or a
that
bad thing?
Good
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. Because if y'all listen to that commentary, they shitting on Cincinnati.
They're going
They
to
say-
lose. They ain't going to be. They probably won't be the top team ASAP,
Right.
but it'll build more. It'll build more to that team. That they'll get bigger
Because Cincinnati ain't played.
because the conference get bigger. The people they play is bigger.
Because
So
Cincinnati.
they go to a different conference, right? But is it tougher?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna be a
It's
tougher
tougher- it's a
conference,
tougher
yeah.
conference.
Because they said
Okay.
my bad, excuse me. They said Cincinnati was sweet because we ain't really play nobody. We played
Nobody
like
to
one
get to
good.
it.
Yeah, we played like one good team. So the commentator, when they play Alabama, he was like, Cincinnati will never make it here again. It's good if they switch conferences and play like motherfuckers like Alabama.
Tough,
Yeah, like tough
They can
motherfuckers.
build
Like,
immune to
because they,
playing them.
I ain't gonna lie,
Right,
bro.
right.
If y'all go back and listen to that game, that commentator shit on us the whole game. Like we should have never been there.
They supposed to.
Yeah.
They gonna do that.
But why though? We was undefeated.
We was
That's because
undefeated.
our conference
They
sucks.
look at
That's
the
true.
strength of the
They
schedule
look at
too.
the script
Yeah.
schedule.
That's
They
true.
ain't worried about this. They ain't
But
worried
I
about
don't give a fuck because Alabama
Like
lost
they-
the game.
They beat Purdue
My bad,
or
bro.
Notre Dame, then that's it.
Yeah,
Right.
but Alabama lost the game. Georgia lost the game. Cincinnati was undefeated.
That's why they had to let him in, because they weren't gonna let him in.
Yeah, they would.
They weren't gonna let him in.
I
The only
think,
reason
too-
why Alabama got that motherfucker because they conference, because they ain't have no losing. They beat everybody in their conference. It was on the field.
Right.
But man,
They
what
had no
Birdman
home
say,
games.
man, put some respect on my name, bro.
I kind of think too,
What's
though, like Cincinnati gonna have to be consistent and be going. Like, I once they start being consistent more, like, cause I'm with Cincinnati, though, like, cause like I said, I mean, I'm from over here. My dad from Cincinnati. I grew up UC fan, so
Right.
I just think, in my opinion, I think for them to get the respect that they gotta keep doing this, they gotta be more consistent.
They gotta
Show
beat-
that they real contenders and not because it's kind of thing. It's like it's kind of thing that they say in the musical world. Like, are they like could they be like one hit wonders?
Nah.
Nah, they
I ain't
been
saying that.
good.
I wanna
they would,
ask Ike-
but I think
They've
people,
been good. They've
the
been
way
good for a couple
commentators
years.
probably set.
Yeah, they've been
back
good
a
for a
bit.
couple of years. I want to ask Ike and Bump because they college heads. I don't
Okay,
watch
go ahead.
college
Okay.
heads. So this is what I was saying. This is what I want to say. The commentator said Cincinnati will never make it to the championship again. Do y'all think they will?
Yeah.
And why?
Do you think they will?
Just off.
And why though?
I'm gonna tell you, just based off the
And
game they played against Alabama,
They was horrible.
their recruiting is gonna go up. Like motherfuckers gonna want to come
That's a
here.
good point.
Motherfuckers
Yeah.
gonna want to play for UC. Motherfuckers
Especially-
gonna want to play for their
Especially
coach.
people from around here.
Yeah.
This area, yeah.
They
But
don't grab everybody.
they ain't, but it'd be for them to go to the championship again. It's gonna be a couple years. It ain't gonna be
Yeah.
no. It ain't gonna be no ASAP shit.
I think they gonna bounce back next year.
Now bowl games, yes. They going to.
They always
they'll
gonna
go
be in
to-
the
they'll go
bowl.
to a bowl game.
But I'm talking about that championship.
They
They
got
gonna be they gonna be top 4 next year.
They
bro.
got to go.
Okay.
They go to bowl
Man,
games. They got to go
okay.
to bowl games. They got to go. And plus, bowl games difference a month. They only they went to bowl games, yes, but they probably went to what 2,
Too.
and they lost 2.
Yeah.
So, and then what was the 2? Georgia and this, or was it 2 more before this, and then it was 3? It became the championship, right?
So let me ask you this.
So they stepped up, yes, because the conference was weak. Going to a different conference, they're gonna have to step up.
So is it good to just make it there, or do you gotta win one?
It is good because they get looked at.
Like
You
I
gotta, but do you gotta win
like
one
I
though?
said, the recruits gonna go.
They
They
get looked at.
The recruit class gonna go up.
I mean,
Even if they didn't go, how you think they got to where they at now? Because they was getting looked at. How do you think they got Kelsey? You got Kelsey. He was in the pros. You get looked at.
Right.
So they, you know what I'm saying? All that shit is like right now. We show videos of us.
Hello?
We get looked at. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
all that shit.
you know, that's a good point. You did say that because they did get looked at before that, but I think then them making it to the
Hey,
bowl,
who?
they get even on a bigger.
It's even
level.
bigger scale.
You know what I mean? You be some people that weren't looking at them before.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
okay, they went to the bowl. Okay, yeah, I'm looking at Cincinnati. So that's a good point on Bumpy, and then that's a good point. He said like too on both ends.
And then like people right here. So if you can't make it
Yeah.
to the certain schools you
I
want to
got-
go
I got-
to,
You can go to Cincinnati.
why not go to Cincinnati? They
Yeah.
did good.
Right.
Why not go there?
Right.
If you can get in that motherfucker, why not go there?
Mhm. I do understand
And it's
that.
closer. You from around this
But
motherfucker.
I don't know.
what
I'm from the Natty, so when that
Okay.
commentator was like, "Man, Cincinnati will never make it again," that shit hurt, bro.
Okay,
Like,
alright.
What
like,
pissed
I
me
got-
off? What pissed me off about watching that game is this.
All right.
They were telling this one light skinned cat that's from Coleraine. They were like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, he's from Coleraine, blah 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 blah.
That boy a beast.
And then he went out there and made a fucking defense. He made a Pac-Man Jones play. Man. He hit the nigga and
What's the
shit.
one? Sauce?
Did some
Sauce?
oh,
Yeah.
man.
Sauce that corner? They say he going number 1.
Let me say this though. Let me
He's
double
been
back
top
on what
five.
y'all was saying.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think this though. I think like
All because he stopped that nigga from Alabama.
They
I
say
think
He shut
this though.
dude down.
Now the momentum they got from the championship, like they got this year to do it. I don't think you know what I mean. They got this year coming up to do it because
next year.
yeah,
Yeah.
next year coming up because they got the
Well,
heat
it's actually this year.
from
Yeah.
this year because
Okay,
they got the
yeah,
heat
you right.
coming from the bowl game. Now, if they don't do nothing with this, then I think it's questionable after that. Because I think even though they lost,
I do
how
too.
they lost, they still got
They
that
got their
recognition,
hands
like you said,
with.
right? So they can use that recognition to get them, pull them
Big
players in.
Big ass.
Now after that though, when they put them players in, it's gonna really you can't really question them on this year
Right.
because they really in a really because even though they lost the way they lost, they still got a little momentum because they got eyes looking at them
Right.
and they got them fresh eyes looking at them. So when
But-
they get the eyes that they want on them and they lock them people in,
But-
after that though, it's just gonna really matter on what they're gonna do. Whether the seesaw
But
gonna
still,
really
they
matter.
ain't gonna never get the recruits though that Alabama
They won't.
get,
They
Georgia
won't. They
get,
won't. They won't.
LSU,
They won't.
But guess
all
what
them
though?
shit.
But they
So-
won't. But
Right.
guess what? This year is the best year to get those recruits because they've been somewhere
But
far.
what-
They're gonna get at
what-
least a couple. They're gonna get at least a couple top 100
Prospects.
guys.
Right.
If they know
Yeah,
that-
what they do with that is, if they don't do with that, then after that, if they don't capitalize on that to go at least forward like they did this year, then it's going to diminish. I think it's going to fade.
If they don't,
Yeah,
if they don't recruit,
it's going.
if
Yeah,
they
you're
don't
right.
recruit,
Fade, bro.
if they don't recruit, they gonna get people coming in from different colleges. Like that running back they got came from Alabama.
Yeah. He's
So,
dope.
so he dope. He a
Dope as
solid
fuck.
running back. But but you know what I'm saying. So they gonna get shit like that,
Right.
The transfer portal.
and they might have I don't know if colleges got it, but it might be a spot where they be like, well, if he's qualified, blah, 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 we'll take him
Yeah.
off the strip just because you know what I'm saying. He playing football, some shit.
Right.
Right.
We could use him.
So
You know what I'm saying?
what do y'all think about these college guys getting paid like for sponsorship and shit? Y'all
I think it's good. I think it's good
I think
because
it's good too.
with them classes and football practice, and when they had like 2-3 days and shit, you ain't got time to go out there and get no fucking job.
Right.
So if you get you a sponsorship, you could do your obligations to them instead of going to work. Fucking
Right.
8, 5, whatever them
And
hours
Chipotle
is.
type shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
Chipotle
I
and
think,
shit.
I think they should have. I think they should have like some standards to that shit. Like there should be no one and dones. If they
Yeah.
sponsor your ass out,
Yeah.
you gotta
I
be
agree.
committed to going to the college or some shit all the way through.
You know what? You know what I don't understand is why college football players gotta stay in college longer than the basketball players. I don't get that shit. Like why they can't play 1 year and then they go to the NFL like the NBA, like the basketball players can.
Who gets more sponsorship into that shit? Football players or basketball players?
NBA.
Basketball players.
But what would you say? Is football bigger or basketball bigger? Because I think football
Depends
bigger
on
than
what school you go
basketball.
to.
Football.
No, I mean,
Depends
just,
on what school you go
I mean,
to.
just like in the world, would you say people watch more football or would you say people watch more basketball?
Football.
Football.
It's
I
a-
say football.
So-
You know why? Because it's football is a gladiator sport.
yeah.
So people want to see that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
So,
it-
why you gotta work?
so
why
it's
you gotta
more-
do 4 years instead of 1 like basketball?
Okay, so it's more important to have a Major League Baseball NFL than a NBA team in the city. You think it's more important to have?
I think it's more important to have an NFL team.
I think it's more important to have an NFL
I think,
team
but
too.
I think if you got a Major League Baseball in the city too, I think it shows you what type of
Yeah,
city
baseball big too.
because baseball don't go nowhere.
Nah.
Don't go nowhere mediocre.
I'm thinking about
They don't
baseball.
go nowhere mediocre. Think about the mediocre places that the NBA and the NFL go to, and then they do that comparison with MLB. MLB don't go to mediocre cities.
They don't. You're
It's-
right.
If you want to do comparisons, look at Memphis with the NBA. Memphis, Salt Lake City. Look at NFL, Jacksonville.
Right.
We ain't gonna say Green Bay because Green Bay really a Milwaukee
Yeah.
market. So it's like on the side
It's
of
another
like,
team that we can say.
Jacksonville. Let's say we ain't gonna say Charlotte because Charlotte a decent market.
Charlotte growing.
Yeah, it's growing. But it's other market.
It's another lame ass team that's in the lame ass
I can't
city.
even fucking think right now. The thing. But NFL will go to places anywhere. But if you look at Major League Baseball just don't go anywhere.
Right.
The smallest market in Major League Baseball is Milwaukee, and it's like 1.9 million. Since
But the
greater
good
Cincinnati,
thing-
like 2.2.
But the good thing
2.3
about
million.
baseball though is them motherfuckers ain't got no salary cap.
They don't.
They don't.
No
it's
salary
money.
cap. So
Okay.
it's money. Like
That's why they go to certain markets because they don't go to. You got to be a market that they know that you got to
They handle
make a
their
certain
cap.
amount of income to be able to support it.
right. But
Think
what
about
I
it,
say
because they don't really go because again the smallest market in Major League Baseball is Milwaukee. The smallest market in NBA is probably Memphis. It's probably Memphis or Salt Lake City. It's either of them two.
It's
It's probably Memphis. It's another
Even
small.
Mil-
Look, Oklahoma City.
I would say-
Oklahoma City.
That's
There
another
we go.
small.
There we
Yeah.
go. There we
That's
go.
Major League Baseball would never because Oklahoma City couldn't even support Major
But
League
I'm
Baseball.
but I'm
bro.
saying like you can play 1 year of basketball in college and then you go right to the NBA. When college football you got to play 3 to 4 years before you can go
Get
to
in
the
there.
NFL.
I'm thinking about. I'm gonna tap in on the baseball. Sorry, y'all. It's about who you can put in the stands. Baseball really don't sell out.
That's true.
But let me ask you this
Football.
too though.
But
Kyler Murray got drafted #1 overall
In baseball.
so let me say-
baseball.
so let me
But
say
then
that.
that nigga went to the NFL.
They should be high as hell in
So,
baseball games.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
just, okay. You just hit on what I said
They
because
should
I
be
own
high.
the
They
tickets.
should be
So
high.
is
They-
Major League
they-
Baseball higher than versus the NBA?
Hell
And-
yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So
You think
that,
so?
Hell yeah. Nigga, they ain't got no
In the
salary cap.
NBA?
They got no salary
You
cap.
said the
Huh?
NBA, right?
No, he said is
Versus the NBA and NFL.
I say it more.
you're gonna make
powerful
more
than
money in
NBA.
you're gonna make more money in
I think it's more profitable. I think in Major League
in
Baseball is more
baseball.
profitable
You're
than
gonna make
any
more
league.
money in baseball.
I think football is number one.
No,
Just because they can sell out stadiums.
no.
I
The
believe.
Reds can't sell out on stadiums.
This my thing.
But it don't matter.
This my thing.
They don't.
Do more people go to baseball games than football?
No.
I don't know,
Football.
but this
No,
my thing
they
about
go-
baseball. I can't agree with you. This my thing. If you a city don't have no Major League Baseball, then that says a lot about that
Right.
you ain't no
City.
top notch city.
Yeah.
Because if anybody can get NBA, anybody. If you don't have a Major League Baseball in your city, you not no top tier city. Only
So-
top tier cities have Major League Baseball
Well, they
tickets.
got hockey.
That says a lot.
Well, they got hockey.
The niggas been ignoring that shit.
Yeah,
They
that
ignoring
shit.
that shit.
But do you agree
That
though?
nigga
Do
ignoring
you
that
agree?
shit.
I agree with
Do
you.
you
but
agree? If you
today-
don't, if you
I
the
agree.
city, if you don't have a major, if you don't have a not no NBA team, but if you got a Major League Baseball city, that tells you that you're a top tier.
I think
city.
so too.
You're a top,
But
bro.
let me say this
That's
though.
expensive.
Cause,
Hell
all right,
yeah.
so look,
You play 182 games, and just think about it. But think about this though. It show you how important Cincinnati is. Cincinnati, the Reds is the second oldest baseball team in Major
that.
League Baseball.
indeed.
So that show you how
Crosby Fields,
How-
all that type shit.
affluent Cincinnati is, that where they got already had that money to acquire a baseball team before.
But like I said though, look, bro. Kyler Murray got drafted #1 overall to play baseball. They don't got no salary cap. None. He could have made more money going to play baseball.
No, he couldn't.
Yes, he could
No,
have.
he couldn't.
He could have played. He
'Cause
could
he
have
wasn't
made.
that good.
He got drafted #1. You ain't good if
He's
you get
not-
drafted #1. You ain't good if you get drafted
Bruh.
#1.
The baseball career is short.
How?
All that running, you playing all the games.
You spend more
It's high
energy.
fun.
Bro, you
That's
can
a
go
good
number
You
one.
spend
That's a
more
good
You
point.
can
energy.
be like Homer Belly.
That's a good point he said though.
No, it ain't,
You
bro.
get 182 games though.
You get a lot
Yeah,
of
it's a lot of
money.
legs.
But it
It's
does,
like
but he got a
110
point too.
No.
Because
That's
it depends how
right.
physical you are.
Bro,
though,
you
too.
spend more energy playing football than you do playing
I
baseball.
don't think so.
Yes, you do, bro. You getting
Motherfuckers
cracked.
sleep on baseball.
You getting
Nah,
cracked
nigga.
playing football, bro.
You out there in the sun, nigga.
You getting cracked.
Come on, bro.
You got all kind of
Come
running.
on.
This is a good art. This is a good debate.
You
right now.
getting cracked playing football.
But you out there in the sun, you fatigued,
In the
bro.
base. But look though,
Yeah.
For 3 months. You
These
can
niggas-
fake an injury. Fake an injury, sit your ass down. Baseball,
you can do that shit in football and baseball. Hockey, you can do that shit in all sports.
nigga.
Bro,
You
I don't
know
still,
what to
you
say on
still
this
playing,
one.
nigga.
Bro, baseball ain't no hoe.
What's your take?
You can do that shit in all
Baseball.
sports.
Yeah, baseball's more.
Baseball ain't no
But
hoe.
what they all right. So
So you got a choice when you
Baseball,
take it.
baseball plays a big ass part because they got a whole bunch of events and shit going on in baseball games too. It don't just be like a game. Like it might be kids night, this
Right.
versus night, this night. So you gonna go in there when you know it's kids night, nigga. You go to the kids. It might be cheaper to take them in there, yes, but you spending $8 on a hot dog, nigga.
Yeah.
You spending $12 on a beer, bro.
Damn,
Like
That's a fact.
That ain't what I'm talking about though.
So
I'm
for-
talking about as far as the physical shit on your body.
Nah,
we
bro.
talking about two different things. We talking about the physical shit, the
Baseball.
body, and we talking
Football.
about the money and shit.
Now, football, you take a pounding more than you do in baseball. Baseball got more games. But nigga, you can play the outfield and not do shit. Football, you gonna do
Yeah,
something
good point.
regardless.
Just
You know what I'm
imagine,
saying?
just imagine you being in Arizona. Who got a team in Arizona? Nobody.
Arizona Diamondbacks.
Damn.
And the Cardinals, yeah.
And the
Come on,
Cardinals.
bro. You sitting in that sun all day.
That's
No,
true. But look
fuck
though,
that.
baseball players take it down. Nigga, if you a pitcher and you play in the NBA, I said the NBA, the MLB, nigga, they get them like
Shit,
2-3
shit,
days
as far as-
off.
as far as
But
the-
NFL, you
as far-
play every
shit,
week,
shit,
though.
shit, as far as physicality and all that shit in the basketball might be. Because you doing all that jumping, running, bouncing and shit.
And they play
Yeah.
back to back.
I put
Yeah.
baseball and basketball over NFL.
So, all right,
you taking the hits, yeah.
Yeah.
You taking it.
and them
that's
hits
about it.
crucial. Them hits super crucial.
That's about it.
So, I mean, actually,
Baseball players ain't really got on time off.
they don't.
And
Like,
ain't really
how many
get-
games they
you
play?
ain't really get-
NFL guys.
You ain't really get hit in football. That you
180
used to.
games.
Like
Yeah.
NFL guys, you can go to the sideline for and watch the offense.
Nigga be like
Do their
this.
thing.
Nigga be like this.
Not in baseball because you got to go to the back.
Nigga be like
Right.
this.
You still got to
Hey,
play
Sam,
both sides.
But you know what I'm saying? Look,
Yeah.
You
football,
still got to play both
how
sides.
many games football got?
16.
16.
How many games baseball got?
182.
180.
How many games basketball got?
116. and
Some-
Which one would you rather play?
162.
Which one would you
Football.
You rather play
82
football.
games, 90
That's what I'm
I think
saying.
it's like
And that's what
90,
Kyler.
like
Now look though, that's what
80,
Kyler Murray
80.
picked.
Then they play
He
80
picked
home,
football,
80
bro.
away.
Because he was smart.
Yeah, that was smart.
That was dope.
We used to talk
That's a
about
good one.
3 different things right there. That
Yeah, that's dope.
that was
You was
everywhere.
smart, yeah.
Yeah, because
I
I think
wouldn't have took baseball because baseball. There's so many baseball. You got
Basically, the money's
you got
guaranteed.
AAA, AA,
yeah,
A.
hey,
Nigga, ain't no telling where you might fall.
right.
In
Right.
NFL, you just got NFL practice team.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it depends on the individual how you look at it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Whatever your passion is.
But I think, like I said, based on Red on cities, you got a Major League Baseball, you're a Major League city.
That's a fact.
For real.
Like you said, I can't think of no scrub cities they got.
That where Major League Baseball reside in, bro.
And like they'll say it on
For real,
TV.
bro.
It's like Milwaukee got the lowest budget.
The lowest budget. I swear to God, and that's the smallest market in the market. And that's still
Right,
that's
it's
still
small.
1.9 million.
It's still 1 point.
But it's still a decent sized market.
If they
Like,
win
go up
it,
that
if
motherfucker.
they win the championship, that's gonna go up.
It goes up. exactly.
Go up that motherfucker. Milwaukee, Cream City, small.
Milwaukee
Yeah.
Bucks. You see what
Milwaukee.
they did with the Milwaukee basketball team.
Exactly.
Shit going up.
Exactly. And then you think about it too, you know what I mean? They're gonna cover the Green Bay market because even though Milwaukee don't have a football team, Green Bay is a football team for real. It's part of their market. You know what I mean? They do a
They
radio.
all shake hands with each other. They all,
Yeah,
they all,
yeah.
They all,
Like you do, because they rate shit on they do like a radio TV markets. Like okay, Cincinnati got his little radio TV market, and then Lexington got theirs. Like, but they might be part of Cincinnati shit,
Right.
and then Columbus might have their little separate shit. So you know what I mean? But when you go, you know what I mean? I think our shit might be smaller because there's so many cities that crunch our shit. Our shit might be smaller. But when you go to places like Milwaukee where
It ain't that. Like you got Loyola or whoever the college is.
yeah, you know what I mean? It
You
ain't,
know what I mean?
it's only one big. Really the largest cities in Wisconsin is Milwaukee and Madison.
Right.
So they gonna just give Milwaukee all the radio TV in the state.
Right.
Versus in Ohio got to dissect their shit. Toledo got to get their little section. Dayton get their little section. Even though for real, Dayton and Cincinnati one day they gonna merge the whole area.
I feel like that.
Yeah, it's gonna be
What the
like,
fuck?
Yeah,
Toledo? Hell no.
Yeah, it's gonna like
Toledo live.
yeah,
What?
Toledo.
Toledo coming up. What? Toledo gonna be Toledo. Y'all
Toledo.
What?
Toledo
Hey,
coming up.
Cleveland gonna pop.
Cleveland already popping.
Man, fuck
Toledo,
Cleveland, man.
yeah.
We ain't talking about nothing that got to do
But
nothing
Toledo, though,
with
yeah,
Cleveland.
Toledo popping though. I swear me and
Toledo
Bump,
popping, bro.
me and Bump went
Toledo
into the
popping.
to the club up there, man, we seen a
Toledo
lot of
popping,
niggas with
bro.
like
No.
chains on and.
Toledo.
But I'm
I-
gonna tell you one thing about Toledo. I'm gonna tell you a known fact about Toledo. Like, right? I'm gonna tell you, I think where they get the money they get because, and this is going to another subject.
Talk
Like,
that shit.
when it comes to like, human trafficking, you know, Toledo #2 in the country, bro.
For real?
The number one in human trafficking is right up the street from Toledo. Can y'all guess what that is?
Is it Clay? Not the land.
No. Number one in
Akron?
no. Up the street from Toledo.
Come on, bro. You
Toledo?
Yeah, I
Detroit.
don't know.
Detroit. So when it comes to
Okay.
human trafficking,
Okay.
number one Detroit, but number two is Toledo. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's just like when you move packages, it's all about logistics. It's all about highways. Think about where Toledo at. You got Toledo on two of the major highways, right? It's like a T. It's on a major highway to go east-west. It's on a major highway to go north-south, right? If you look at Toledo, bro, it's number 2 in human trafficking. The only reason why is the highway. So guess what? If we was involved in that shit, right? If we was doing what we do, trafficking shit.
If you like,
1308.
if you was like the lawyer that got busted in Kentucky,
Hey,
we'd be doing that shit.
Right. But it's on the if you go east-west, interstate
My bad. I ain't
80,
cut
no,
that.
you good. Interstate 90 go east-west and through Toledo, right? They go from New York to San Francisco. Then you got Interstate 70, they go north-south. That's another major highway. They go from Detroit to Miami. So if you human trafficking people and girls, you can just put them on the highway and put them in Las Vegas in a day or two. Put them in Kansas City a day or two. If you want to go down south, put them in Atlanta and traffic them. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
Real talk, bro. You can look this shit up. I'm saying, like, it's on Google. Like, if they say Ohio, when it comes to human trafficking, Ohio's number one because because of the interstate system.
Right.
They got
75.
75. Think about Interstate 70. They go through Columbus and Dayton.
72.
They go from Baltimore to Denver.
Facts.
You got Interstate 80 and 90. You got Interstate 77 to go from Cleveland down to North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's in the middle of a highway network where if you want to traffic drugs or people, then you can just send them. You can send some shit out here to coming back. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's why motherfuckers do that. That's why there's so much shit to go here. Like that's why motherfucker gotta watch it when it comes to that human trafficking. Even in Cincinnati, bro. I know a story motherfucker told me where this people got like I ain't gonna even tell it, but cause I know he be white, but I don't put it out there because I don't want to relive it. But he told me a story where his people got caught up in a situation on the west side where, you know what I mean, some shit happened and his, you know what I mean, his daughter got caught up with some people and the people he was talking to was like pretty much grooming him. You know what I'm saying? It was a woman that was doing it, like, and she was, you know what I mean? They was
So you know what's so crazy? I be saying shit like that, like motherfuckers grooming people. I be saying shit like that in Cincinnati, like
yeah, bro. It's
real.
That shit most definitely real.
That's like the new thing. These motherfuckers crazy, bro.
Like you see it all the time, but you never pay attention to that shit.
Just to see this lawyer get caught doing this shit, man, it's like a new hustle or some
it
shit.
is though.
Man, you know what I want to
It
touch
goes
on?
back to what we was talking about a long time ago. How they sucking, drinking the blood and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro. That's all that
It goes back to that.
Adrenochrome for real.
Right.
Like, and for real, like, and we can get if you want to get into this lane, we can get into it. I ain't want to take us out.
Bro. I mean, you
Yeah.
can take
I
it.
was gonna just say, like, when it comes to human trafficking, most of this shit comes is like trafficking humans like for sex, but most of it on the underground shit when it comes to kids is like it's the adrenochrome. And everybody got adrenochrome, but the purest form of adrenochrome comes in the kids. So like, you can get high off of it, right? It's you can use it to get high off of it like a psychedelic drug, and or you can use it as an aging reverse process. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
This is a movie called Lothing in Las Vegas.
You said it's a movie?
It's a
It's
movie.
a couple
I gotta
movies
watch
out
that
there.
shit.
I sent the movie to you about.
I think you did say that.
Yeah,
I forgot what it was called.
I forgot.
I forgot what it was
What's
called.
the name of it?
But this is
it's another movie that came out. Stephen King movie, remake of Stephen King.
I
It's
think-
a remake, but it's another part of it.
I think I seen a movie when I was doing this conspiracy shit. It was a Stephen King movie that was tied to some shit. Like The Shining was tied to some shit like that.
Yeah.
That's
The Shining was tied to
the
that, like
movie.
some human trafficking. and
Yeah.
shit. Like, you know what I mean? And like I said, they drank it to get high. But
Man.
Johnny Depp is in the movie.
I want
in Las
to.
Vegas.
I want to
Right.
say everything like this real shit that be going on in the world today. Like if Briscoe say that shit, nigga, watch it because
Nah.
that shit definitely true. bro.
100%. That's
real.
100%.
That should be true.
But like, we so dumb, we so stupid. Everything they make in movies is facts, bro.
It's real.
It's
Yeah.
facts.
It's
Facts,
real.
bro.
I definitely believe
It's
that shit,
facts.
bro. I be
everything
seeing that shit.
Everything they put in the movie is facts.
It don't just be in movies, though. It be in TV shows
TV
too, like The
shit.
Simpsons.
Sometimes they be 10, 20 years, 30 years ahead
Yeah,
of
the
us.
time.
Yeah.
And then it happens. And then
And then
when it
you
happens, you look back like, damn, I seen it somewhere.
Like, you know what? One of them, I can tell you one right now.
Predicted program.
Coronavirus.
The Simpsons. Remember when they said Donald Trump was gonna get elected president,
And then he
and
did.
then this nigga got elected
Okay.
president? They said that shit on the
Facts.
Simpsons, bro. That should be facts, bro. But you know what I want to know? How the is it one person control? Is it like a group of people controlling that shit? They was like, we gonna put on this TV show, and then we gonna put that shit in real
Okay.
life. Like,
I told it to my little chick today, right? I said, if you look at the Simpsons show you who run the world. I said, who you think run the world today? I said, okay, I'm gonna show you. There's a character on the Simpsons that show you who run the world. It portrays the race. This certain character portrays the race of who runs the world, and it's easy. So when you look at him, you didn't think of it, but when
Who is that? Who is that?
Mr. Burns,
The
Mr.
old
Burns,
man.
He's a
yeah,
Jew.
the old man.
Old man.
he's a
He
Jew.
a nigga.
Yeah,
Look how he looked, the long pointed nose.
Nigga.
right.
When I told her, she's like, damn, he is a Jew.
But it's the
Because
truth.
the characteristics on how they paint. See, if you don't know nothing about no Jews, then you don't know what a Jew is. But if you know about Jews, right? Because really Jews ain't really Jews. They the fake Jews, but they're really from Khazarian. They Khazarians, right? But they got a distinctive look, like the pointy nose and all that. We know how Jews look. But if you think about it, if you look at Mr. Burns on The Simpsons, he looked like a Jew.
Yeah, it's facts.
And how they portray Jews, being powerful, full of money. Yeah, like I said before, like the real Jews was supposed to be us, because guess what? We was the original people of the world, so we was the real kings. We had everything, right?
Right.
So what they done did is, you see how the fake Jews living today, they rich. That's supposed to be us.
You know what I don't
That's
get
supposed to be
though?
us, bro.
You know what I don't get? Like how that shit come out on Simpsons, and then like 2 or 3 years later, that shit in real life.
Predictive program.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you,
That's what I don't
it's
get.
It's like speaking into speaking into existence.
Speaking into existence.
Or-
I got you.
Or what if it's this? What if the people who run the world? I think what it is predictive programming. Like
Fact.
I don't think they really like predict this shit to be true. I think they planning it, and what they do is they put it in a cartoon for you to be ready for it.
If they,
So I'm
if
saying,
they-
so when you think about it, you like, oh, you think the Simpsons really predicted it, but for real, what if the people who own Simpsons really is planning this shit years in? Like I think
that's
for
what I'm
real,
saying. That's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
the people who own Simpsons has got some type of tag to the motherfuckers who own the whole world.
Right.
So they probably getting the details from or the people from the whole world sending it down to them like,
They
look,
good
because-
2023, this is what we gonna do. Put this in this episode.
Right.
And
Right.
play predictive and play mind games
This is
with
what
the
we
people.
really got coming.
But you
Right.
know what's so I
So
still
you
don't get
kinda-
it.
So you ready for it.
Even though you said that, I still don't
Real
get
shit.
it. Because the Simpsons say Trump gonna be president, and then Trump president. The Simpsons say it's gonna be coronavirus, there's gonna be coronavirus.
Yeah.
But how, bro? Like, bro, I
Because
don't
they
get
choose
it.
I think some people. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. I think the thing about Trump is, I think they chose Trump, and I think they
They
thought
chose
Trump
him and Obama.
and Obama. I think they thought Trump was gonna go with the flow of what they was gonna go with. But then when they put him in there, he's an insubordinate motherfucker. If you think about it, he ain't gonna follow nobody's rules. So I think he kind of like, okay, I'm gonna go with y'all rules, like everybody else did that was down with him. But when he got in there, he said, I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Right.
And then when he got in there, it was so much that he couldn't really control it.
So I'm gonna go here. So Trump and Obama was in league with them. And then they made that shit real. Is that's what you saying?
I think for real, I think every president, I ain't gonna say every, I can't say that, but it's a major amount of presidents that was down with the system.
They
That was down with the system.
all of them were friends.
JFK went down the system.
He went down because he was talking about
Or that girl Hillary, because she should have won.
All of them
Hillary
friends.
Clinton.
Hillary's definitely dumped the motherfucker.
Oh, she down with the system.
No, she not.
Oh,
She
you
should.
shit.
If that's the case, she should have won.
Oh, I got a story
Nah.
about her, but I want to get off the track.
No,
But
all
we
them
get into that.
friends though.
They all like the
They
Who's?
all cool. Like motherfucker, they just portray like they against each other.
Each other, like
They
look,
for the same cause.
Yeah.
exactly, which is the Jews.
It's
The
fucking the
Jews
shit- yeah.
create the confusion.
No, because to me, Hillary should have won.
No.
I feel like she had the
Hillary should've won
voters,
against who?
she had the people, but because that shit was on the Simpsons first, and then it came to the world, they made Trump win.
You heard what Hillary's involved in?
What, like all
The
them
Pizzagate
emails and
shit.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what them emails was about though?
What
I
was
know
it
what them
about?
emails was about.
I didn't know. I don't know what they're about.
You can look this out. Okay, I'm gonna say this real fast so we don't get off track. But okay, what it was is that they got some. It was a NYPD, a former NYPD
That's what
police
Ashley
officer.
done, huh?
That he seen some emails with Hillary Clinton was involved in her assistance,
Right.
and it was so horrifying that he had to quit the force. Right, and what he saw was okay. Remember I told you we talked about adrenochrome. So the way you get adrenochrome is you take a child and you scare the shit out of them. The more you scare them, the more adrenochrome you get.
Right.
So and once you do that, you stab when you let the blood drain. So it was and this is there's a clothing line. I'm gonna hit you out to some game. It's a popular
The
clothing line
soccer
called,
ball on the movie Castaway is another symbol for it too.
yeah.
Mhm.
But there's a clothing line called Off White.
Say that.
Okay, it's a popular clothing. I used to want to fuck with Off White, but I know when I seen what they did, I don't want to fuck with it no more. And they got it at Soul by style down there. It's
Yeah.
a popular clothing. Like man, I want to fuck. They got
Virgil?
hot shit. Yeah, but I will never fuck with them because they had a sweater line. You look on Facebook. You look up Hillary Clinton or Ellen wearing a sweater hood.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen DeGeneres wearing a sweater hood with a face on there that looked like it was cut up, right? It looked like it's just like a regular clothing line, but that was based off what Hillary Clinton and her sister was doing to a little girl. So what they did was they had a little girl that was torturing her. They were trying to get as much adrenochrome as they get. So I guess they couldn't get enough. So what they did was they and remember this clothing line of Off-White was somebody's face. There's a little girl's face on there.
Mhm.
So what they did is this was symbolizes the face of their clothing line. They filleted the face's girl. They filleted the little face's
The little girl's face.
face off of her body and put it on theirs and was scaring the shit out of the girl so she can be more scared to dump more adrenochrome into her body so they could get more adrenochrome.
Right.
So Ellen was on her show and wore a sweater hood that depicted this image of this girl's face being cut off.
Jay-Z
And it was an Off-White. Jay-Z had the same. It's on Facebook.
Yeah.
Jay-Z had, it's an Off-White clothing brand.
Mhm.
And it was depicting this girl. It's a face on there that shows the face, like a face that was hollering. or in pain. And it symbolizes that girl, what they did to that little girl, bro. Real talk. It's on Facebook right now. You type that in there, type in Hillary Clinton, Google, or Off-White, it shows up. It shows up.
Take a minute, man.
So that's why I said
It's real shit.
it's real shit.
It's
So
real shit.
they do that shit. They get more adrenochrome to feed off of it. Monsters Inc. shows you what they really do. Monsters Inc. When they go to Monsters Inc. and they send when the monsters scare one of the children, what do? They
And
collect,
that little meter go up, they collect
they
that
collect the
fear.
screen.
Yeah.
Showing you
That's
everything.
showing you.
That symbolizes what they do in real life. When they scare a child, they scare the child to collect more adrenochrome out the blood. Monsters Inc. is just a symbolization of what they really do in real life.
Hey,
Man,
man,
Shout out to our sponsors before we go any further.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Holy Water.
Yeah. Shout out Holy Waller.
HolyWater.com. Make sure y'all go grab some fresh lemonade.
Shout out 1308 Studios.
Show.
1308 Studios.
Shout out
Holla at me a bomb.
Hustle World
House of
Order.
Worlds Collection.
Hey, shout that. I'm giving look.
That
my
shit
brother-
Show
fire.
that shit.
That's fire.
Y'all know nothing about that.
That's
Yeah.
fire.
Hey, if you ain't know nothing about the NWO,
HWO.
I took the NWO and put that shit
We take-
HWO.
Yeah, because we
That's
taking
what it
over
is.
though.
We taking
Because
over.
we taking over though.
For
Y'all
sure.
better
In
get familiar.
2022, we taking over though.
Taking over.
Everybody get
For
familiar.
Hey,
Hey.
hey. 1308.
Shout out to
Me and Bump. 1308. All
Everybody.
day. Yeah.
shout out to Royalty by Aaron Lee too, with the hair supplies, the do rags, the beard oil, all that good shit. We trying to support
Locals.
Monte, shut up. We trying to support all the local motherfuckers.
For
bro.
sure. And that's 100 because back in the day, like, it wasn't a motherfucker out there supporting
Wasn't
locals.
nobody doing shit.
Nah.
Yeah, we gotta support the locals.
We gotta do
You
it.
hear me?
We gotta do it ourselves.
Yeah,
If we're gonna change the narrative of the game, you know what I
Right.
mean?
right. We gotta make the little motherfuckers. We gotta get them up there like the big motherfuckers.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Right.
Yeah, I'm loving it
Hell yeah, 1308 Customs.
for sure.
Make sure
Hustle
y'all
World.
fucking look that up on Facebook.
For
Hustle
sure.
World.
Get that out
Hustle
there.
Talk Podcast. Y'all know what we do.
It's regular degular.
Them niggas.
Boom, 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 boom.
Nigga, them
Exactly.
niggas, Hustler World, Hustler Talk, that shit popping. You hear
Huh?
me?
Popping.
Say
Poppin'.
that.
Jesus.
That
I
shit
felt like
poppin'.
a star in the club the other day, bro.
For
There
real.
was so many motherfuckers. Bump. I don't
They
even
knew
know.
you?
Bump. Bro, that shit live,
Bruh.
bro. Motherfucker told me we made it.
Bruh. We ain't did. And we
Hey
We
man,
ain't
my
did
nigga told me.
shit.
Hey, my nigga told me that shit. He said, "Man, y'all niggas is y'all moving that shit.
Hey.
We ain't doing shit.
We ain't really doing
But you know what's so crazy? I want you to tell a Bump
We
this.
really doing
Before y'all niggas came today, I told Bump this. Y'all niggas hood famous. No lie. Y'all niggas is hood famous.
You know what though? Let me say this though. But you know what? I'm talking to my little chick friend. She was saying like, we was talking about popularity. I was like, I don't really like that popular shit. Like we just gotta kind of get to know each other. Like I ain't really in that popular shit. I don't like to be known. Like
Like a
I think-
popular kid
yeah,
or
I
something
really,
like that?
ain't my. I don't like that shit. Like, cause
Yeah,
I don't
believe you.
like nobody knowing who I am.
Yeah,
I like to
believe
be
you.
where I'm places. Don't nobody know where I'm at.
Right.
I don't like to be somewhere and a motherfucker get recognized me and I don't know who you are.
That's
Right.
fucked
I ain't
up.
on none of that shit. And I think really the best thing. I think the next best thing is being popular is the best kept secret. The best kept secret is better than being popular. I don't like none of that shit to be
But
known.
you know
but
what's
she,
so-
you know what? I'm interrupting.
Oh,
her,
you
but she
good?
said- But she told me she's like, you can't say that because guess what? You got a podcast that's doing numbers. So
Numbers.
Not
it's
numbers. Like, we doing okay.
we doing numbers.
Nigga,
She
y'all
like-
doing numbers.
But she's like,
Fuck okay.
Either way though, she was like, you doing a podcast that's like popular, so it's like you being known, so you can't really like help with you how you want to feel about you not being like you know what you right, but it's like that ain't my stilo to be
That
known.
ain't me.
That ain't me. Like I
Yeah.
like to be little behind.
But
I don't-
you know
I don't
what,
give a fuck about
though,
no
bro?
attention, bro.
Even though
that
you
shit
say that-
dangerous for real when you
even
wanna
though
be
you
out
say
there,
that
bro. I
ain't-
don't like that shit, bro.
Even
I
though
don't
you
fuck with
say
that
that
shit.
ain't you,
I don't
and
do none of that shit.
even though you say that ain't you, y'all doing a podcast that's popular.
That's
bro.
pop. You know what? I don't know what the next motherfucker think outside the box.
Right.
So to me, I don't think I'm popping.
But you know why I think it's cool? Because not like I ain't like hating on you or nothing like that. Y'all ain't Jay-Z,
Right.
50 Cent, Eminem. But in the hood, y'all famous. You
but-
get what I'm saying?
See,
I don't think I
Like,
probably look
the
at it
thing
like
that
that.
fucked me,
Yeah.
nigga, we made what? He's
Right.
like, y'all made it, bro. Y'all made it.
Right.
Like, made what?
Right. You see what I'm saying? I think motherfuckers look at what we doing when we traveling and they thinking like, okay, they think it's
think
more than
it's-
what it is like, you know what I'm saying?
But it ain't just that
But
traveling
to
though.
us, it's just like,
Because to me, all right, so
to us, we just like regular to us.
It's
So
regular.
But that's-
It's
no,
regular
listen, though.
shit.
I think
just
to us,
living.
dude, we
That
just
shit
living.
turned me the
Just
But I
fuck
think,
out, bro.
and I know what you're saying,
living.
50. I think to a fan, they look at it differently, and they look at it like, and like I said, I don't. It's
It
like
should be inspirational.
to me,
It
it's
should
like
be-
a dilemma.
It should be inspirational to a motherfucker.
Yeah, because to me it's like a dilemma. Like, cause for real, I don't really post as much. I only post as much because we're doing a podcast.
Right.
So I'm gonna tell motherfucker like I don't really put too much out there, but I gotta do it to promote the show. So it's like to
Yeah.
me, I don't like to post too much to be out there. I'm behind the scenes. I don't like none of that shit. Like,
Yeah,
Right.
you feel
because
me?
in my
Like, but I
eyes,
gotta do it to push the show.
show.
right, in my eyes, y'all niggas the standard. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's where I'm trying to get to. Like, y'all three niggas doing that shit. I be telling all my guys, my cousin, my brothers, my mama, everybody. I say I'm trying to get to where Hustle Talk is.
That's what's up, bro.
Cause y'all niggas is fucking doing that shit. Y'all niggas
Killing
is hood famous, bro. No lie, bro. Y'all niggas is hood
Man,
famous.
I ain't
We
hood
just
famous.
don't-
I ain't
we
hood
probably
famous,
don't
so
know
these
this, though.
motherfuckers give me something to eat for free when I walk in the restaurant.
Right, that's-
Bitch,
I'm
give
on
me
that.
something
You know
to
what
eat.
though?
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all
what
niggas-
you said
But
though.
shout out to the fans though.
Yeah.
Like,
For sure.
We
Cause I ain't gonna lie.
Though, we probably is though.
we
Y'all niggas hood
bro,
famous.
it's 5 motherfuckers came up to me in the club last Saturday. Like, Bump, I don't know you.
Say I don't like that shit, bro.
I don't
But
know
why
you.
though, bro?
I
Because
just
if
don't
that's
like
the case,
it, bro.
if you don't like it, you shouldn't do the podcast.
You right though.
Nah,
you
but,
right.
Yeah.
nah, but I'm like, I don't know you.
Yeah.
So what you talking is
To me,
cool,
yeah. I
but
don't-
I'm glad you a
See,
fan.
to the average nigga, they'll eat that up.
Yeah,
and take it to the
hey, bro,
head.
It'll
To me,
blow 'em up.
I'm like, don't talk to me about no shit I say on Facebook and none of that. Like, if you know what I mean? I just don't.
I don't
It's
like
dangerous to me.
don't
You know what I
like
mean?
it
You don't know if a nigga
But
like
why
you or
though?
not.
But why is it?
I'm gonna tell you though, because with social media is it's like you ain't gotta be involved with nothing, but it can be a motherfucker that don't probably like you. You know what I'm saying?
Because to me,
I ain't saying I got beef with nobody. I ain't got no
Right.
problem with nobody or nothing. Ain't nobody got no problem with me. But I'm just saying, everybody got. You don't know if you got a stand out there. You don't know if a motherfucker don't really like fuck with you. Like they don't like you. Like you know what I mean?
Nah, that's all right. We got it.
Motherfucker just doing.
What I say is,
I don't trust.
as a
people,
motherfuckers
man, bro.
either, but
I don't
you're right, and I don't trust
swear,
motherfuckers
bro,
either.
that's why I'm
But
like
I say
that, like,
niggas
if you
either gonna
don't,
hate you
like-
or love you, and that's why I said you gonna have haters everywhere.
Yeah.
But nigga, y'all getting love. You hear me?
Right.
Yes.
Y'all getting love. Even nigga, I'm a fan, bro. Like, cause I say all the time, I be texting my uncle, we be talking on the phone, like, nigga, I'm trying to get to where the fuck y'all niggas at, bro. Like, cause I ain't where y'all at. Nigga, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even be doing podcasts. Like,
That's motivation though.
and it's motivation to me.
Motivation though.
Like, it's making y'all go bigger, which I think y'all already big.
Right.
Like, and then it's making me go big.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
But,
Listen, I'm real. We're gonna build a
Yeah.
fucking tree.
yeah.
but you
Like,
know what? But this shit is we all humble. Bro.
like,
We
We
humble
alright,
as fuck.
man. We
and you know what though? One thing I can say
If you
though.
caught us younger, we probably been talking cash shit.
Right.
We all kind of
We done
stupid ass
been
shit.
lit.
And I'm a type of motherfucker is like as much as each person adds in with this shit is like it's like I feel like man like I think this podcast so it's popping so much is like nigga motherfucker don't gotta be here for this shit to go.
yeah.
Like I said, like if one of us missing, this shit gonna go.
Yeah.
Like the shit I seen
But-
with him and Bump, like when I went here, I was like, damn, that shit popping. Like,
Right.
and
And
that's a
then
good
it was,
thing.
and
That's
then
a
it was
good thing,
one
though.
time. It was one time Ike went here and I felt in.
And you
like,
felt it, and it was
yeah,
still popping.
it was still
And
popping.
we want to be like that. Because one thing, though, you don't want to be on a team where you feel like, nigga, you, like, motherfucker feel like some jealousy shit. Because I
Right.
still, like, if he can't make it, I still want all of us to carry it.
Right.
Carry that
And
load.
then when we carry, I still want him to watch it and be like, yeah, did y'all think?
Yeah, niggas
Just
did
like
y'all
I couldn't
thing.
make it the last one, though, but I seen the shit. When y'all did with CBG,
CBG,
the interview,
mhm.
like, nigga, that was a cold interview. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't no, it was like serious game talking.
Right.
Right.
When I seen the clips, I didn't even see the whole thing, but I was seeing it. I'm like, y'all niggas was just too cool. Like, y'all was just like, you know what I mean? I felt the vibe in there. Even though when I went out, I was like, but to me, like, even though I couldn't be there, it was still, I still show love. I'm still gonna show love to be like, okay, nigga, like whether whoever ain't gonna be there, this shit could be still going.
Right.
It's gonna go.
It's still gonna go. And
I
you
ain't
know what I mean?
gonna lie.
And whoever ain't gonna be there, we gonna carry it like nigga.
Like
Whoever
he here.
Yeah, he like he here. We gonna still carry it like he ain't gonna here.
You know what I mean?
Type
Hey,
shit. Real
Y'all
nigga
niggas,
shit,
y'all
bro.
niggas, y'all shit fire.
It's
bro. I ain't
unselfish
gonna
shit
lie.
to go on here,
If
bro.
your people's like, damn, send them something. Look out for 'em, you know what I'm saying?
You know how I know you niggas fired? You fired if you doing this show and you booked all the way up until May, June,
Real
July,
shit.
August. You niggas booked up
Real shit.
damn near half of this year.
We-
Y'all was
like
booked
I
up.
said,
Wait on. Y'all was built up in 2021.
Real shit, bro.
all the way up to 2022.
Come on, bro.
Before 2022 got here. You get what I'm saying?
My motto is, if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. I'm
Indeed.
booking something for June right now.
Right.
Show. So if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
That's how I know you niggas relevant, bro.
You ain't gotta get ready.
And you know what's so crazy? You niggas relevant because niggas want to get their shit out there.
Exactly. And we get that platform to do
And right. And it ain't really a lot of shows out there for locals.
Outlets.
It ain't a lot of shit out there for locals.
Right.
Like you
Right.
pop. Well, like we promote all the time. Locals, get out here. It ain't really a lot of shit out there for locals to get y'all shit, but y'all niggas for the locals.
Put it out there.
And that's what
Yeah.
niggas loving.
And too though, there's another thing to add too is that like we unselfish too.
It's
You know
fact.
what I'm saying? Like we unselfish with
For
some
sure.
shit. One thing we like to do too is like, if a motherfucker saying something, we pardon each other around here.
Indeed.
Right.
We really do. Like nigga, if I feel like I'm over talking somebody, I want to pardon an interruption, or if motherfucker got to cut in, or if one thing about us though, we understand we ain't got to really do language talking. Like if we know if a motherfucker over talking, a motherfucker gonna cut in.
Cut in.
But guess what
Indeed.
though? We too player to not even get mad enough because guess what?
You know what I
Because
love that
we, so
shit.
we old enough to understand, like, you know what, I was over talking. It was a nigga that had to do that
Right.
to switch it up. You see what I'm saying? That's how player we is, bro. Because guess what, though? If you a nigga to react to certain shit like that and be mad about it, nigga, that shows selfishness.
Indeed.
That's so selfish.
Because we got to help each other grow.
You gotta help
We
it.
gotta help each other grow. We're gonna help each other grow.
Exactly.
Indeed.
Sometimes nigga will, you know what I mean? Like nigga, like when we did the Covington Cracker video, nigga, and sometimes like me and Bump, we be saying shit, and then he come in with the questions like, nigga, sometimes it's good like to sit back and just like analyze
Soak it in.
sometimes, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like sometimes, you know what I mean? One thing about this show though, ain't nobody trying to be a star on nobody on here.
Nah, hell no.
Yeah,
Ain't
I
None
nobody.
of that.
We
I
all-
want some
we
red
all
beans
who
and
we
rice,
is.
bitch. I just want some food. Just
We is.
red beans and rice and
We
fruits
is.
and
None of that.
He is who we is.
We
For
don't-
sure.
we don't do
Hey,
none of
one
that.
thing I say when I watch
We
y'all
are
shit,
selfish,
We is
bro.
who